Hello, I'm Mark from Mac One Studio, and today's quick tip is going to show you how to include a Google document and a Google form within your Moodle course. This also works with any Microsoft document that you would like to include in your course as well. So here we go. I go to my Moodle course. So I already have my topic set up, how to share documents, either Google or Microsoft. So I'm going to add an activity. And the first one I'm going to put in is a course name fall semester. So it's just some lorem ipsum, but you get the idea. So that's a template Google Doc. So we're going to go to the URL, give it a name. So course template, external URL. Then we go to our Google document. Paste it here and give it a description. So you want to display this on the page. As far as appearance go, this is not something we want to embed, so we can just leave it as is. So automatic embed, open up, or in a new window. URL variables, we do not need to add any parameter after our document. Custom module settings show on the course page. ID number if you wish to keep track of the different documents that you're putting on your course. Restrict access. Here you got different options. You can either restrict the access to the document by date, by grade, meaning that they won't have access to this document unless the previous task has been graded to a certain specified grade. You can put a restriction by the user profile, or a set of restriction that is more customized to your need. Tags is if you want, then again, somebody wants to search for a certain document and you enter tags, they can search, tags will help you. And competencies, if you have some competencies set up and you want to have a completion status. So we do not need that. So we're going to save and return to the course. We make it simple. And there we go. You can add the multiple document like this. So whenever you make a change to your document here, it will automatically be updated here once they click on it. Now the second one, if you want to add a form that you created in Microsoft Office or Google form, then you will go and add an assignment. So the assignment, you give it a name, quiz, the description. And of course, we need to add a link to this document. So we copy the link, bring it here, paste it, open it in your window, create the link, and voila. So this has been created. Now we're going to make it pretty or prettier. There we go. Display on the course page. Now the availability. So allow submissions from what time that they can start sending in the quizzes once they receive it. So anytime now. Due date, it's due by the January 27th. The cutoff date, this is the maximum. If there's an extension that you provide, this is the cutoff date. And for the teacher, they need to be reminded when they need to grade this quiz by. You put in a date there. The submission types, it's not an online text, but if you did, then if you click this, then they could actually submit there would be a text editor form that they will show. You would be submitting through a online text editor. File submission, we do not need that because it's already online. So we'll check that off. Submission settings. Require students to click the submit button. We will say no because this form is external. Required accept the submission statement. No. And attempts reopen never because once it's submitted, it's submitted. Group submission settings, that says it all. Notifications, if you want to notify the graders about submissions, that the teacher will be made aware if there is a submission. In this case, there's no submit button, so it won't submit anything. Grades. Now, what type of grades is this going to be? This is going to be a point grade. The maximum points is 10. It's a simple grading system. Grade to pass, we'll say 5. Anonymous submission, no. Hide grade identity from students, nope. Use marking workflow. So if you click yes, then this will go through a marking workflow before the students actually see their grades. So we'll leave that no for now. And common module settings. Again, these settings, they come back pretty much on everything you do in Moodle. The availability, the ID number, group mode, restrict access. If you want to add a restriction, we already did here have a restriction on the dates for submission. Here, you could add even more based on, again, a date, a grade, a user profile, or restriction set, and so on. Tags and competencies, we've seen that before. So now if I return here, I got a nice little quiz. Okay, so now that the student has logged in and he has access to his dashboard, he will see that he now has a quiz that is due on a certain date, which is January 27th. And he has an upcoming event as well. So if he goes to his calendar, he will see that he's got some stuff to perform. I take the quiz. I will answer to the best of my knowledge. And then I'm confident. All right, so let's view the score. Oh, 6 on 10, but I passed, so that is good. And then the teacher will then see, oh, he's got some responses. So if he goes to the individual responses, and the last one that's submitted has 6 points. There we go. So we know he has 6 points. Now, how do we grade this? Then we go back to Moodle. So now that you're in the grades window, now it's time to go and grade your student. So let's go to single view. I'm going to select the user. And there we have it. Save this. All right, so that's it for the Google or the Google and Microsoft Documents integration with Moodle. I hope you find it useful. And once again, I'll see you next time.